So I was on TikTok this weekend, and I came across this girl's account. She has a YouTube channel now called Nosy Bystanders, and she was talking about T.D. Jakes' family. His daughter, Cora Jakes. Y'all haven't heard about him?
Yes.
Okay. That's why you made that face. So she was talking about how allegedly, this is like worse than some Greenfield stuff. They're out here disguising as helpers and saviors and wanting to help people who are struggling with taking care of their children, and they take them in only to then plot and basically ice you out from your own child. So they talk about a woman who did this, who went through this with Cora Jakes and her husband, who now is facing charges for allegedly assaulting their adopted daughter for a long time. So now all of this is coming out. The blogs are not covering it. And Nosy Bystanders, shout out to her and her detective sleuthing, she found out that the Shade Room has really, really close knit connections with the Jakes family. So that's why they're not covering the story. But are we surprised? Because to me, I had to unfollow Shade Room 2 years ago because their content started feeling really contractual. Whenever I start seeing little girls who I never heard of before talking about what they was wearing every week, I'm like, why? I didn't ask for this. It's giving contract. Yes, Ari popped. She became successful off of that because I promise you, without the Shade Room, y'all wouldn't know who she was. But I want to show the whole, it's like a 1.5 minute video of Nosy Bystanders because she's the only person that I'm seeing talk about. I'm not even seeing the other blogs repost it, and it's making me wonder if it's because of like the network.
This what they do though, Niecy. This what they do. They like to post it to make it so they don't seem biased. And then when they post it, they immediately post something right after it. Instead of posting it, leaving it up like they do some stuff and letting people, catch it. They like to post and then post like 1 or 2 more things right after it to get y'all talking about something else.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Algorithm bullshit.
Okay. All right. I'm about to play the video. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Let me know if y'all can hear. Oh, shit. It didn't download this video. Oh, shit. Whatever. Whatever. I can't. Anyway, y'all get the gist of the story. Allegedly, Cora Jakes was saying that she would help out a woman with her son named Jason. Cora ended up recording videos of this woman talking about how she couldn't take care of her child. She disguised it as like some type of therapy and used it against her in court. They even alleged that they paid people out in court, which is crazy. Then the girl went back to Cora's tweets, and come to find out Cora had real life baby dolls and was naming them after the children that she would then take, or she would change the kids' names to the doll's name. It was just very weird. I believe this story 100%. I do.
Dang. I hate that y'all can't really see like her page though, like, because Miss Girl got about 10 parts up there on TikTok going in about this situation.
Yep, she really covered it.
She did. Because I can play the audio if you want.
Yes,
I heard about it.
Okay, great. Okay, we're going to go with part 1. Let me cut my camera. Let me get into it.
He had to get up out of bed. Look at this. Okay, so the story starts off with this young lady right here. Her name happens to be Cora, and this is her husband, Brandon. And if you don't know who Cora is, let me show you a better image. Okay, Cora's the daughter of T.D. Jakes, and we all know T.D. Jakes and his ministries, the Potter's House. Okay, you following? Good. Now, you're probably thinking that because I'm showing you an image of this woman here, it's because Cora's husband had an affair with her. Wrong, baby. Wrong. This beautiful lady seen here is actually Michelle, and Michelle is alleging one of the craziest stories I think I've ever heard on the internet. And here's how it goes. I was homeless. relationship. I had 3 kids already, and I was pregnant with my 4th born, Jason. When we got reacquainted, she told me that she'll be there to help me. You know, she told me that she was only there to help me. So now you're probably wondering, who is Jason? And how was Cora going to help Michelle with Jason? Well, Jason happens to be Michelle's son. And at the time, Michelle had 3 children, and Jason was her 4th to be born. Now, here's a picture of Jason, and this is back in 2014. And you're probably wondering why Cora has an image of Jason on her Instagram page. Well, that's where the story gets a bit convoluted. Now, in this post here, Cora writes, "The sleeping angel. I could sit here and watch him forever. Everything about him is extraordinary. God is so amazing." So you're probably wondering, why is Cora posting a picture of another woman's baby and exalted about it as though it's her child? That's where the story gets a bit more interesting. It was just like, I was just set up from the beginning. She was not there to help me. She was actually there to take my child. And she did everything that she could to get what she wanted, her and her husband. From constantly telling me that I didn't have myself for myself, to backing me in a corner in her office, in her home, when they stayed in Grand Prairie, her and her husband Brandon, and telling me that if I did not give my son to them, that they would take him from me. And that's only the beginning. I'm going to have to make a part 2. Ma'am, with all due respect, exposed is not the word, okay? Part 2. So if you don't know what we're talking about, click this comment here and you're going to figure out exactly what's going on with baby Jason.
Let me know when you want me to stop.
Oh, you can stop now.
There we go.
Thank you. Because it's nothing like hearing it, because she absolutely told this like a 2020 story down to the way she was talking. Let me read the super chat. Thank you, Shannon. She said, "Where my girls at? From the front to the second." Okay. Y'all look beautiful as always. And Bondi, you look pretty on Love and Marriage Hunter. I'm so proud of y'all. Keep going. Thank you. All right. Do y'all think that this story about the Jakes family could be true? Or is? Let me not even say
Yes.
could. Anything is possible.
I'm gonna
That's
say
right.
I think it's definitely a possibility. Because Cora, I'm sorry, like this is a reasonably nice picture of Cora, the one that you're showing here. Because the ones I've seen of Cora, to me, tell the story. I think there's a certain, like, I saw a picture of this lady with the wig pulled all the way back, the foundation not matching the skin
I
tone.
did too.
So that was like, this is giving charity. Okay,
Yes,
this is giving charity.
Yes, that's
but
exactly
only
what I
after
thought
they
about.
created charity, girl. Because before charity, you was looking how you was looking. Wig pull back, foundation not matching. So when you add that with the doll shit, like the doll shit is what made me feel like it's probably true. There was a portion of the story that the young lady told about how Cora would name these dolls certain names and then go and get children and change the children's names to the names that the dolls had. So for me, it does feel like some type of sick, psychotic thing that's being covered up by a family that makes money off of church.
Yep.
So it's important to control the narrative. It's important to control how your family members and your children look. More important than what's actually going on with them. So when they have a sickness or something that's wrong, you will want to shut it up and hush it up and lie about it. And it will form these types of, to me, psychotic situations. And to me, it means you've allowed it. When I was talking about, because I talked about it on my channel, and I really do feel like TD Jakes allowed for this to happen. So for people who think that there's some separation between what was going on in their household and him, I don't believe that.
Nah, not at all. That she even talked about, since you mentioned the mental health thing, she even talked about how when they went to court, she did not want to share her medical records because it was 2 reasons why you could assume that she couldn't legally adopt. For one, her husband had a track record and now he's a predator. And for 2, there's a possibility that she may not have been mentally able to take care of a child and adopt them legally. The other thing that they ended up showing, nosy bystanders went all the way back to MySpace and saw where Cora was checked in Beverly Hills, and she was sent away when she was, I think, a teenager or a young adult. I can't remember, but she was sent away. So she definitely could have been in a facility, but it's really no telling. But the investigation that this girl did was insane. I couldn't find all of it on TikTok. She actually uploaded all of it to YouTube. So that's her information right there on the screen. But okay.
Yeah, short answer for me, I believe, is a very high possibility that everything this woman is saying is true. And that's just that on that.
Period. Period. Okay. Now let's move on to y'all. Y'all be sure to follow us. Ooh Ladies First panel. I always say that shit. Ooh Ladies First on Twitter. Ooh Ladies First on Instagram. Email us at ooladiesfirstpanel@gmail.com. You can follow Bondi at Bondi Blue. Shout out to her appearance this week. Okay, that's so funny. She rolled into our review this week. Follow Jaylee's Corner. Jamie, that's me. And you can always follow me at Niecy Dixon. And we will see y'all next week. Whose channel we on next week, y'all? Don't matter. Subscribe to
Bondi.
We'll see. I might be taking a trip. We'll see.
All right, y'all. See y'all the next one.